Hey guys, welcome back to Import Image Racing. We have a fun video for you today.
Absolutely. We've got a VB chassis WRX, we have an Accessport, and even better, we have a Dragy.
What?
Oh yeah, so I'll tell you what, I'm not a geography major, but I didn't realize we were so close to Mexico.
Let's get this thing out of here and start testing.
Oh yeah.
I think it's important we talk about what we have going on with our WRX right now, stock.
Absolutely. So let's take a quick look around the car and see what we're working with. Now that we have the hood popped, you kind of get an idea of what kind of performance mods we do have on the vehicle. So we are running a stock intake, and we have the SMY stuff here, and we've got the Noble intercooler cover, which obviously isn't going to necessarily affect power. So we're all stock under the hood. The only real performance modification that we have on the vehicle presently is the Noble titanium single exit exhaust, and since it's a catback, I really think it's going to give us more sound than it will performance since we're running the stock J pipe. So we're going to be running the off-the-shelf Map 1 for this car on 93 octane, and I'll tell you what, let's compare the stock to the off-the-shelf. So before we get going, we're at the gas station now, just to make sure that not only do we have 93, but that the 93 from the stock pool is going to be the same 93 that we use for the Stage 1 maps. What did you get? What did you get?
Taquitos, you can't come here and not get some of them?
Taquitos, that's going to weigh us down, right?
Oh, come on.
Tell you a little bit about the parameters that we've set for our Dragy. We're going to be starting in second gear at 20 mile an hour, but the Dragy isn't going to start until we hit 30 mile an hour, and that will measure on both our stock and Stage 1 maps, so we get a good time reference on what this map is doing. Now we've got our baseline. So with the car in factory specs, rolling through 30 mile an hour to 70 mile an hour was 5.37 seconds, which I'll tell you what, isn't that bad for a factory setup. But we are going to switch it over to our Stage 1 map, and let's just see how much power this thing gains. Let's get this screen protector off, this thing hooked up, and then we're going to make some pulls. To install the Accessport, we're going to turn the key on, but without starting the vehicle. We're going to plug our accessory OBD2 port into the vehicle, and then we are going to connect our Cobb Accessport to our cable. Once the Accessport is connected, we're going to go to our install and press OK. Then we're going to confirm that the vehicle that we are installing this map on is a 2022 USDM market manual transmission WRX. We will be doing the Stage 1 93 octane map. Now the map is currently downloading, and this may take several minutes. All right, well, we've been sitting here for a few minutes. The flash took, and our installation is successful. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the car off for 15 seconds, restart the ECU, and then we're gonna be up and making some pulls. Before we start making pulls, I'm going to set up the gauges to monitor some of the information the car is telling me to make sure that all of this stuff is safe before we start ripping on it. Whew, man, I'll tell you what, we sat there for probably 3 or 4 minutes just with the car off while this thing flashes, and I mean, the temperature down here in Mexico, it bills. It's hot in these rhinos.
Kind of hot in these rhinos.
It's the moment we've been waiting for.
So I think this thing is going to feel pretty good. I have some experience with Accessports prior, but you know, this new VB chassis with the FA24, I'm really excited to feel the power.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
Woo! Wow! Feel it.
Oh yeah, I mean, it is definitely quick. Before we even get to the numbers, just driving around, there is some things I want to note. This Stage 1 map, I mean, just off throttle, cruising around town, feels identical to the OEM map. There's no jerkiness. There's, I mean, very little to even tell yourself that you have a tune. So I would say that Cobb has really dialed the Stage 1 map in to drive like stock. Now, once you actually hit the gas, that's
that's where it all kind of opens up. I mean, this thing is considerably faster with the Stage 1 map over the stock map and no performance modifications.
With this thing not having many aftermarket modifications, just a tune, there is a substantial difference and a ton of room to grow that I think we need to get Boss Man on board to maybe adding some more to this.
Absolutely. After feeling this thing with, like Krista said, just a tune, and I know these things can make pretty big power with the addition of an intake, intercooler, and a J-pipe, and a Pro Tune. I mean, I'm pretty happy with it as right now, but I would love to see what this thing is capable of with a few more performance modifications.
What do you guys think? You think we should ask Boss Man about doing something like that?
Now that we know it definitely feels quicker, let's see how much quicker it is compared to the stock map. So of course the butt dyno says it's faster, but let's get to the numbers. The best pull we did from 30 to 70 on the stock tune was 5.37 seconds, where on the 93 Stage 1 map, we bested a 4.78 for an almost 0.6 second difference, 30 to 70 mile an hour. So I would definitely say the best bang for buck for performance on your new VB chassis WRX is the Cobb Accessport. So for thousands of parts just like this and tons more, be sure to hit up importimageracing.com. And hey, while you're here, give us a like and subscribe, or a comment if you or anybody you know has some success with the Cobb Accessport. So like always, we will catch you on the next one.